they feel as though they should have a penalty. And it's Lennon, he goes to cross the ball and he just hits Harriel on his arm, but it's all about where his arm is. I think that could be a penalty.
Welcome to Instant Replay for MLS Matchday 36. I'm your host, Andrew Wiebe, and as always, we're taking a closer look at the most controversial refereeing decisions in Major League Soccer. Let's get things started in the city of brotherly love, where Atlanta United weren't in love with this no PK call in the 14th minute. Nathan Harriel defending in the box, and yes, that sure looks like the ball hits hand. Referee Alex Chilowitz doesn't call handball in the run of play, and there's no recommendation for review from VAR Daniel Radford. For me, that is a handball. You see Nathan Harriel make himself bigger. That's not a natural position in my opinion, with the right arm extended and behind the body as the cross comes in. I've heard people say, was there a deflection off the thigh? But I slowed this play down and watched it over and over, and I don't see a deflection. Regardless, the defender takes the risk when their hand or arm is in a natural position, and for me, this is a handball. All right, another handball call in this match. This time, it's Julian Carranza of the Union extending his arm/elbow. We saw this in the last match day with Jack Elliott, and I called it a chicken wing. I'm not sure this is a quote-unquote chicken wing, not a technical term, of course, but I do see Carranza raise that elbow higher than I would expect and extend it out farther than I would expect if it was just a normal jumping motion. So for me, that's an unnatural position, and that's what Radford spots in the video review booth. He sends Chilowitz to the monitor, Chilowitz calls the handball, and a penalty is awarded to Atlanta United to get them back in the match. I think this was well done by the refereeing crew. To the Windy City we go, where more than 60,000 fans saw the Fire put a whooping on Inter Miami, but there was a potential game-changing moment in the 52nd minute. The Fire are up 1-0 when Jonathan Dean commits what is a clear handball blocking an Inter Miami shot on goal. The decision from referee Joe Dickerson is a yellow card and penalty kick. But remember, in denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, if you commit DOGSO via handball, that is a red card. So the question you have to mull over, which I'm sure VAR Alan Chapman did, is this denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? As always, we head to our buckets. The following must be considered. 1, distance between the offense and the goal. That's a check mark. It is right in front of goal. 2, general direction of the play. Toward goal. He's shooting. 3, likelihood of keeping or gaining control of the ball. Inter Miami have the ball. They're shooting. Check mark. And here's the question. The location and number of defenders. As you can see, there are 2 Chicago Fire defenders recovering to the goal line. Will they get there? Could they reach out a leg to block this shot? We will never know. I also question whether the shot is actually on target. So in this case, I would err on the side of caution, given the recovering defenders and direction of the shot. Like Alan Chapman, I would not recommend Joe Dickerson take another look. My call would be no clear and obvious error on this play, yellow card PK, continue play, and that's exactly what happened. Let me know what you think. I'm always here to hear your takes. How about 4 takes from Charlotte Toronto? First up, Luka Gavron. Did he commit a PK foul in the 4th minute? Malik Badawi doesn't call it on the field, but Alejandro Mariscal sends Badawi to the monitor, and the final decision is penalty kick, which I agree with. Gavron may have gotten a knee to this ball, but certainly not his hand and certainly not an intentional touch. Meanwhile, he took out the ankle of the attacking player. That's a penalty. How about DOGSO on Michael Bradley in the 26th minute? Badawi went yellow card, and I completely agree on this play. Watch the touch back inside by the Charlotte forward. Bradley commits a foul, no doubt about it, but there's a recovering defender, and the direction of the play is no longer toward goal when the touch is backward. This is not an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Good yellow for stopping a promising attack. All right, 33rd minute. Should this Karol Swiderski goal have stood? It was disallowed for offside after video review. No, this is not a good goal. Good review by Mariscal and Badawi. The Charlotte player who plays the touch to Swiderski is barely offside when the initial pass is played. Good job by the refereeing crew. And well done, in my opinion, again in the 44th minute. This is a string of big-time decisions. First of all, is this ball over the line? As always, I can't really tell you with certainty, but I think it probably does. Editor Phil, hit me with that freeze frame. Look right there. Probably, but is probably good enough on video review? No, it's not, and the AR doesn't have a clear angle to call it live, so play on, and fortunately for Charlotte, Alonso Coelho decides he is going to commit a foul in the penalty area, which he does and is called for, Well done to the referee crew on this one. To Nashville, Orlando we go. Orlando up 1-0 on the road, and watch this corner kick in the 85th minute that a Nashville fan flagged us to. Sure looks like Walker Zimmerman is pulled back by Rodrigo Schlegel. I see hand on the back of jersey and a clear tug. Zimmerman might go down a little bit easy, but he's being pulled, and to me, that's a foul. It wasn't spotted on video review, and no call was made on the field, but Nashville might feel a little hard done by that. To Cincinnati we go. Red Bulls in town, 64th minute. This is a crazy play. First of all, Andres Reyes blocks across from Lucho Acosta. You and I can both see on the replay, with the benefit of these angles, that hits arm and is probably a handball, but no call is made on the field by Chris Penso. Play continues, goes the other end. Elias Manuel, banger alert! Red Bulls are juiced. Looks like they're running away with this game. 3-0, only hold on. Eunice Bercacci, the VAR, says, yeah, I saw that handball. Rewind it back, go to the monitor, penalty kick, and that's the correct decision. Well done to the crew for getting this one right via video review. That's what it's there for, folks. 73rd minute, question of serious foul play on Nick Hagelin, who gets a yellow card for this tackle. I'm with Chris Penso on this one. This, for me, is not quite up to the standard of serious foul play, in my opinion. Both players coming in with similar force, similar action on the ball. Hagelin gets some of the ball as well, and I don't see excessive force or brutality here for serious foul play. I'm good with the yellow card. How about a red card for this tackle by Nelson Quinones? Is this serious foul play? I said David Ruiz should have been sent off for Inter Miami for a scissor tackle just a couple weeks ago. But does this rise to that same level? I don't think so. There's less force in this tackle to me. Quinones does not leave his feet or come in quite as hot. Certainly, it is reckless and a yellow card, but for me, not quite to the level of serious foul play. And we end in Vancouver in the 22nd minute. The Whitecaps won this match, so it's a little inconsequential, but they wanted a penalty kick here on Joshua Yarrow. I can see why, and Luis Guardia, the VAR, did sit Pierre-Luc Lazier to the monitor to check this one out a second time. Lazier stuck with his call on the field, and I agree with that decision. It's slight, but I do think Yarrow gets a deflection on the ball, and I don't think the contact on Brian White quite rises to the level of clear and obviously a penalty for me. Combination of defender getting the ball and just slight contact means I'm good with a play on here. All right, that's it for us on Instant Replay for Matchday 36. Huge thanks to my editor, Phil Levanco, and my producer, Rich Hernandez. I'm Andrew Wiebe. We'll see you next time.